people who are called. He even has his name also. If you are Mark, you are Mark Father, Mark Elohim. My name, his name is on you. He knows that we are his people, but he still say that you have to now pray. So he can be watching you. That's why you have now picked one girl. Everything that you look for in a woman, you have found it. But what is the mind of God? Hey, you have no idea the kind of broken bottles you are about to chew, because you have chosen not to have an advantage of the economy of his voice. Obi she sell and I'm obabi so. Obi so she sell and I'm obabi so. Because one thing I'm in. They married 3 days. That is when they found out that this one was Tom, the man was Tom, and he was Jerry. They have been fighting for a week. Then within a week, the fight got so high, so intense, that he used a knife and enters the man. He pulls. Now that woman finds herself in cell. Meanwhile, it is a pastor that blessed it. So if you bring it up, we will bless it for you. Say you have not come to me that, sir, I want to now find out for this one if it is okay for me. You have not brought it, but only brought it here. This one that you say you may excuse the bride, I was sorry here. Only call for me now. Why ya? Makisia. Abazalizi. Obi a onware enso so onware o enso na oto memedru. You are not married. You are not married. What is your business doing family planning? You are not married. So every time that we see at the hospital, you are going for injection. Meanwhile, you are not married. You are going for 3 months injection. Why? You are not married. You know you are not. Nobody has seen you with pregnancy before. You know all the abortion doctors. You are not. Are you with me here? I have said it here many times and I will say it again. One of them, he just showed me the picture. I said this one is an armed robber. He didn't agree. He got angry. That is how she left church. So this my place is people that when we tell the truth of what it is and they leave me. Apostle Paul said, "No Christ, man, make say you brought the matter." That's what, recently what I do is that I ask her, "Are you sure you want to really hear the voice?" I thought that lady Kraken, the one that came to counsel, said she came to find out if the man was indeed the husband because he seems. So I said, "Wait, I'm glad that you came." I'm glad because she was standing at the back here, and I said that man, "Are you married to him?" He said, "No." I said, "I have many things to say, but said you have not come to me." Yeah. Like I'm saying, I can be watching football with you. When you ask me, "Papa, what is the score?" I will be able to say, "Oh, depending on baby I'm a pay." So Maka say, "Oh, wait, me feel say we win." But maybe I'll say, "Papa, what is God saying there?" Then I'll be able to now look into the teeth and tell you. Sanity, intimate me no aka the sepas charge, me no up and down. I have strength to say. When I now sit in the car and I'm moving like this, every time I'm waiting for you to be able to reach my house. have my bath and sleep. So I watch it. Everything that you are saying, I'm responding to you, but I'm responding according to the carnalities of this world. Me no din komo te said be share your brother. There need din komo no. Me nya wo sofo. Sa time no. And this a one hunya. No am hwehwe me wo me office aberko am timu dia. En komo na me no be din nyina ye brothers sisters en komo. That's the reality. Say papa dia meneno a sie nyina na ye pastors wa ha. Oh Jesus. Am pembre no am hwehwe mu a oh. Kwadwindwin sika ho a sika na oba ode beba na abadwindwin ho a ka obebo no. You have no idea. So I said this is an armed robber. A guy now came around. And you can imagine the chop right, not shop right, or the chopping right, left, right, center. Meanwhile, where you are sleeping to is a Noah's Ark. Do you understand? You are not living in a room. It is chaos. The hanging ones, when water comes out, it breaks the hole down there and begins to move the chaos. It's such people too. When you go them with the gospel, they are the one that wants to chase you away. Yeah. The guy came and was inside that one, impregnated her on top. Meanwhile, that same guy, as an armed robber, had wife and children. And he had gone to rob in Kumasi, and they chased him. Wanted to kill him. They had killed some of his people, and some of them had died, and he had come to hide here in Accra. And when he came, he was now living in the ghettos. That's where he found that girl that was coming to church. So he's an armed robber. And he got angry. He didn't come to church, but later on, he was an armed robber. And you know something? An armed robber became a thief because the things that were inside the shop, you know, with the lady, eventually he robbed all and left. Now when we see the guy in one of these things, I hear Kumasi friend Kambu, Snaker and Snakers. Washaba kusia ne naso kakra kasi. So we am robber obutu abibra. But he didn't listen. The prophet that is supposed to be your prophetic advantage is telling you that this one. That is why some people when they come, if you are bringing them, they tell them the truth that this man. So you can come and give me money, and I'll still tell you the truth on top. That one that will not be your that will not favor you. It will still not favor me while you have paid money. Yeah. He was here. I was there when Pastor Mark sent him the picture. So I can't even remember the lady. The lady maybe came to church. Service going on, and I said, whatever you are doing, you are a fire service woman. You go in fire. She is as we speak. And there are countless number of them. So imagine that if you did not have, because when I said that one, the lady dropped everything and decided to pursue that one. So you see, because it is a destiny thing and it is a serious matter, and we know the kind of power that we have, we are serious with it too. Because and yes, I just Obama will be life, I say. So when I'm telling you that this, when I'm saying it, it means I have heard it. The picture is here. Is here. Fire service after the other channel. Yeah. Do what you have say at this fire service. This is how you do a cold store. We just now do no. Be on your feet. Fire service, you know, you do a cold store. Frozen foods. The church must hook up to the advantage of the voice of the Lord. See, this month I will teach you on how simple things on how you'll be able to identify that this is the voice of the Lord. You don't have to miss it. It will help you. I'm telling you. Not for a month, week ago, month in a way, and 2023. Because you see, your life kakrana you find out say, also for we bet me when you see pa e ka sem chiro. But oboa. Hey, the need let me to say. Hey. Ma hu bi o e shock me. Osu to me say the guy is talking from his heart. Oboa. Ni nyina afi na chia na eba oboa. It's not from his heart. When we were in school, JHS those times, the guy, I was there when he was talking to one of his friends there, school for a senior. He said, no, Casano, let me judge, let me near to tell. I said, this guy. When you say one of the days in Ibina, Unyed Janisina, the friend Nibidino, think the second kill our popticum. No, I'm messy see, the friend named me. This one, it was watching. He was watching. Think the Sogum say, this is not the same guy that was talking like this. I said, maybe I trust people too early. Later, that guy couldn't finish school. Couldn't just say, no, we have post office for letters. No, you didn't for day. He said, those times in school now, on the way, I or we are in a different school. Is it not the same person that was talking like this? I could bet say this guy there, I could commit myself to. But he was lying. And we have met. We sat down with people that were talking with genuineness. The same time they were taking 75,000 Ghana from us. We traveled to the place, collected, he gave the money to the person, and we sat in a car. We came back. Yes. Started looking at you. Everything about him was genuine. Everything. In fact, it looked genuine, but it was not. I'm saying that is why I'm saying that. Don't take it for granted. This kind of things that we want to do this month, because finding out that we are. There was a time one of them in some of these activities on some of the journeys that we were doing. It was not about this money. It was about this black paper matter. One guy, he said he could link up with somebody, and the guy was from Kumasi. The way the guy spoke to us, my people did not have money over there at that time. I think it was Mami or one of them had given me tithe. He said we should send the money for transport so that he will quickly come and do the thing. That he's even at the station right now. If you send the money, I send the money. We waited 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Later, when somebody else called me and said, "Oh no, don't know. I don't need a lot of fame to or a lot of fame." He did not speak to. He speak to those people. They believed him that he was coming. I didn't have money, so me, it is my money that I gave it. People can say things. I'm telling you, say, Obi or see phone all brother. But reality say, if you don't have the economy of his voice, there's a possibility that he's just exchanging for your own life. You need to wake up. So baby, I will call you. Be ready. 3 days stay. Be ready. Yenye bibi fa ho ana o se there. Oh no, yentimi nyina di. Ye ne hu ade no, ye more prophetic advantage so that we correct it. No there no yentimi nyina di. Ebe you obi edi kra na. And reality is that at the workplace no, there was nobody there say over counting so no ebitimi nyina di. So I'm just giving an example. So if I gave that prophetic word on the 20th, no, it's not one more letter man on the 19th. Near China, the man. Into a Koji paper adventure near it was on the 19th. Then God spoke to me on the 20th. I thought I still have it in my inbox. Sister, you be word you I said no. In Unity. When there was a time Kwame Danso was here, and he left to go and do something. He didn't tell me, and I got angry. I said that you have been driving me around. He knew the order called for. When I spoke about it, 3 or 4 of them in the family they stopped coming to church. He said, "Na papa say." But he himself, at least he understood some few stuff. He came to apologize. Okay, no problem. A week later, I was there when they called. They had accident. That is how come the car no one for you. They turn as scraps. A week later. Almost friends at time there say KG Edu Hodida. Oh, police station also. That's why I did that. So I asked them, should I come there? But we gave them an advantage. Just like today, I didn't know where he was going. He only told me that there's going to be birthday. That was all. So in case there's going to be something, I'm not saying don't celebrate your own birthday or your mother's birthday, but I'm saying that you could have told me, is there something maybe I would have passed to you? Because it is a place of where they are going to be eating and drinking. So party there's a possibility party no, but they also man because you're to party maybe man phobia. No knowing said now John the Baptist sitting and here. The Bible has said occasions shall serve you. Whatever it is supposed to serve you, no, it did not define. He told the king so that as you are living, occasions shall serve thee. Occasion never serve you no there. 1 2 thee. Lift up your two hands. Just 30 seconds. You are praying that God silence every voice that is not of God in my life. Every voice that unknowingly is crafting and constructing my life, silence those voices in my life. Lift your voice and pray. Just few seconds. Silence. As we journey on from Monday, Lord, in this month, silence every voice that is not of you, every voice that is deconstructing my life. Silence them, silence them, mute them. Don't let them rise in my life. Don't let them have preeminence in my life. Don't let them have manipulations in my life. Don't let them have preeminence on my life. Every voice that is not from the Lord. If it is not the voice of the Lord, I don't need it. I don't need that kind of a voice. Every voice that is distracting my destiny, distracting my journey, oh Lord, silence it. Silence that voice. It has to be your prayer. You don't need early morning when you are leaving for work, you must pray that prayer. Lord, silence every voice of noise, every voice that destroys, every voice of the oppressor, every voice that deceives, every voice of deception. Lord, silence it. Silence every voice of deception in my life. Silence. It started with the voice in the Garden of Eden. That is how come the destiny of a man was truncated, because the voice, he could not hear the proper voice, because he adjusted and aligned to a voice of the enemy. Let the voices of the enemy in my life be silenced. Let the voice of negativity, let the voice of discouragement, let the voice of enchantment and spell be silenced in my life. Let it be silenced. We silent, Lord, we silent. Ladi la brande zuvranda fika la fasi felelekwa kelevrantusa kaluvleleswa kavrandeleeswa filia taya kaliveleleswa fa velele krasi velele krufasata le kativilio safate le krati fratisa. Come on, pray. Silence the voice of the enemy. Silence the voice of the enemy. A voice of deception, a voice of distraction, a voice. Papa Dilio Padadadeka Fradiliosa I am Fradisa. That same voice that disrupted Adam, that same voice that destroyed even Tamar, that destroyed Amnon, that same voice that silences many destinies, silent it first. That voice that wants to bring shame to you, that voice that wants to bring shame and calamity to you, silence it. Silence that voice. Silence that voice. That voice that wants to uproot you from where God has planted you. Silence that voice. Adam was in the garden. Adam was a king. Adam was a king. Adam was a ruler until he heard another voice, the voice of the serpent. We will not hear. Silence the voice of the serpent. Silence the voice of the snake. Silence the voice of the snake. Silence the voice. Silence the voice. Silence the voice. Silence the voice of mediocre. Silence the voice of a low life. Silence the voice of depression. Silence the voice. Kavilio Sada. Come on, pray. 30 seconds more, pray. That voice that wants to destroy your children, silence the voice. Silence the voice of the great multitude. Silence the voice. Silence the voice that wants to disrupt your business. Silence that voice that wants to uproot you from the services of God. Silence. Hey, Atalaluafa, Eya Fradesa, Eya Bradisa, Vindiviofa, Elemvrele Kuasa. That voice, there's a voice of death that you must silence. It keeps telling you that you will die. It keeps telling you that you will not make it. You will not end this year. Silence that voice. Silence that voice that says you will not make it. That voice that says you will not do well. That voice that says you will not also marry. That voice that says you'll be single forever. That voice that crashes destiny. Silence. 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 That voice that said you will not uphold your dignity. That voice that said you'll be hospitalized. That voice. That voice. That voice. That voice. Fire. If this voice is not from the Lord, it can destroy your marriage. It can destroy your relationship. It's a voice of deception. Kafara. The voice of friends, the voice of gossipers, the voice of those that exploit rumors, the voice that wants to hinder men, that voice of hatred. Silence it, silence it, silence it. In the name of Jesus. Sir, do you have any place to go on the 15th of December? Johan, do you have any place to go on the 15th? Do you have plans for on 15th of December? 15th December is a Friday. Do you have a plan of sitting in the car to go somewhere? Not now. Don't have a plan. Is there something? Come again.